Alright guys, so today I'm here to show you something new, but one may ask, if something is the best and the best selling, why would you change it? Well, today I'm going to answer that for you. Alright guys, so before we get started, I do want to say that you're going to want to stick around for this one. We have a lot of cool details in this. This is a 2025 Winnebago Travato 59G. You might have seen a 59G before. Heck, you probably have seen a 59G, but I can almost guarantee you've never seen one like this. Let's check it out. All right guys, so we're around the front of it. Like I said, this is a new, well, I guess I didn't say that, but this is a 59G. You've seen the inside before, but this outside is totally redone. I'll be totally honest with you, I'll admit I was wrong. Whenever I first saw the rendering of this thing, and you guys know I'm a Travato, I'm a hard Travato person. I love them. I didn't think there really needed to be anything changed, maybe a couple things. When I saw the renderings of this new paint scheme, I was like, I don't like it. I was like, just leave it alone. It's great. But then we got it in person. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. I thought it didn't need to be changed until I saw this. This is so awesome, guys. So you've got the paint on the front like this. This is the silver and black. I tell you the truth, I don't know how many different color combinations there are. When they come out with another one or when we get another one, I'll make sure to show you. So if you want to see that, definitely hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications as well so you get an update whenever I show you the new color. So we've got the paint here, black paint, silver. You've got it at the top with the flying W, super sick. And then like this whole window section and down the side too, it's all black and then down to the silver, super sleek. And then even at the bottom of this bumper here too, down to the bottom side, you have more black paint. Now to go into the Ram features, you do have the integrated turn signals on your headlights. This is obviously the newest version of the Ram chassis, so we'll show a couple of the cool features that it has inside. But as far as the front goes, it's beautiful. The headlights are way brighter than what you had a couple years ago on any of the ProMasters. I know a lot of you guys on the Travato owners and Wannabe's Facebook page complained about the headlights. So I can't say Winnebago, but Ram heard that and they changed them a lot, so they are really highly improved now. And with the integrated turn signal, it's a lot safer too because it's super visible. So we are going to flip around here. I don't know if you guys can see this well, but you do have the heavy duty step here. That's a staple of the Travato, so they haven't changed that. Thumbs up there, you don't change something that's not broken. And I forgot to mention too, with this new Ram chassis, and this was like this one, I think the last one or two renditions of it, but I definitely want to point out to you, it does have the sensors all around the van, so you know exactly what's around you at all times, so you don't run over your neighbor's cat or hit the pole at the gas station. That's like your worst enemy in a van. So yeah, going back to the steps, you have these updated steps, or sorry, the heavy duty steps that they've been using for a while. No reason to fix that if it's not broken. I didn't hit the button. These mirrors do fold in, so if you're parked in a tight parking spot, you can fold them in and be perfectly comfy. Big update for the new Travatos, and this is a late 2025. I believe all the next ones we're going to get after this are going to be 26s, but they will all have, instead of the Carefree, they will have the Girard awning. I like the Carefree. Some folks didn't. Some folks, you let us know in the comments on why you didn't like it. I know there were some recalls, but for the most part, they worked pretty well from my experience. But I know the Girard is a step above. Now, of course, with that does bring a little added cost, but the Girard's reliability and just overall reputation is well worth it. Very fitting with Winnebago and their reputation. So I want to flip you around now and just kind of show you some of the features towards the rear side of your passenger, or towards the rear of your passenger side of the van, and then we'll go check out the driver's side or your curb side. You're gonna be so excited what Winnebago did for all you van lovers. All right guys, so we are rolling this Girard awning out. This is my first time seeing it out. To be honest, it looks similar to the Carefree, except maybe a little slower, but looks maybe more stable. Other than that, it looks pretty similar, to be honest. Not gonna let you guys see the interior yet. All right guys, so I'm underneath this awning now, beautiful awning. It is slow, but it's fine because it's very steady. And the wind sensor is very sensitive. We'll let that roll in. Wow, that's a good thing though. I wonder if you can probably change that. That does have Bluetooth modules. You can probably change the sensitivity on that. Anyway, well that's going in. So you're gonna have a control here, or a plug here for any extra solar that you wanna add. You're also gonna have 12 volt hookup here, as well as a cable output for a TV, and then your little tire tool that can help fill that up. Two 110 plugs back here, and you guys can see this the paint now really well from the angle you're at. I mean, it's so sick. I mean, it's like futuristic. and like I feel like it could be in Tron maybe, I don't know, it's pretty sweet. Now on the back, you have seen this before. This is a bike rack, so that may look familiar to you. What is strange though is that you don't have a ladder here. Now of course on the older Travatos it was an option to get the ladder. This is an option as well, but it's going to be a little bit different. So it has the Lippert ready to stare. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it's a collapsible ladder that you can put on the outside here, the mounts on the curb side, which we'll go to in a second. But so many of you Travato owners didn't really use this ladder a ton. A lot of you put spare tire on this hinge mount, which wouldn't work if the ladder's there. So Winnebago's like, okay, we hear you guys. We're just gonna take it off and we'll have the mount on the side. You can get one or not, you really don't need it. So it's great. It makes it where this space is right for customization already. You don't have to have an option that you paid for and then not even get any use out of it because you're gonna take it off and put a spare tire anyway. So I actually really like that decision. You do have 3,500 pounds of tow capacity if you want to tow like a, you know, this shouldn't be nearly that heavy, but if you want to tow like a trailer with some long kayaks or something, or long canoes, something like that, it'd be perfect for it. Or even if you wanted to put a more heavy duty bike rack that could hold some pretty big e-bikes, you could do that instead of using this bike rack. And the bike rack, for those of you that hadn't seen it, let me put it back, hadn't seen it actually folded out. So you have two handles that are gonna grab the bike rack over here. That's how you're gonna travel with it whenever it's in transport. You pop those off. You're gonna pick these two arms up out of the way, put this down, it will lock into place. There are two little knobs here. You loosen these up, and then, because you're probably wondering how would bikes fit like that on here, so you pull this, you tighten it back up, pull this over, tighten it back up, and then your bikes fit perfectly here and strap in. And then this will hold the outermost bike at the frame, and this will hold the innermost bike at the frame. So fantastic. I don't know what the weight rating is for this. From my experience, it's made for mountain bikes, not e-bikes, unless they're like some like light e-bikes. But I do believe it is made primarily for you know, traditional bikes instead of e-bikes. If I'm wrong on that in the comments, let us know. I'm really not totally sure about that. But yeah, all right, let's jump around to the curbside. This is where I think probably one of the greatest changes Travato has made, or Winnebago has made in any van, as far as pure, just simple, easy, needed to be done in years. All right guys, so I'm gonna cover it up. The biggest change, you've been asking for it. Everybody who buys a Travato goes, oh man, whenever I get this, I'm gonna do blank. But most of you don't end up doing it because you don't want to cut into floor, but Winnebago has listened to you finally. You have an exterior hookup for your fresh water now. Amazing, amazing. Now finally you can have the fresh water hooked up with the doors closed. You don't have to use the water pump all the time. It's fantastic because so many people are like, oh, I want to do it. I want to be able to use my water or use the city water whenever I'm at the park. And I know there are kind of ways around it. You can leave the doors like cracked, but it's not the same. This is actually just a traditional fresh water hookup for your city water, and you don't have to leave the doors open. You don't have to have them cracked. So that is like a 10 out of 10, 100 round of applause on Winnebago for listening. We love that. Below that, you've got your generator exhaust here. So this does have the 2800i Onan. You also have your dumps here for your black and your gray tank. To my right, so I'm going to flip around a little bit here. Engine exhaust there. Propane tank here, you have a shut off for that. Then to the right of that, you have storage for your Stinky Slinky. And then coming back up here. So before I get to this is your exhaust for your Trumavent. I haven't seen this on previous year models, I guess. Well, it definitely hasn't been there, but I guess there was some issue with maybe the exhaust like getting too hot on this plastic trim that's right here. So now there's like this new cover that I guess deflects some of that heat that comes out. You guys would know better than I do if that was necessary or not, but definitely worth noting. And then there's a new plug now. So this is a smart plug. If you know a lot about these, this is my first time realizing that it has this. If you know a lot about the benefits about this, let the people know in the comments. Let us know. I'll try to figure out some more information for you for the next video. But this is all new plugs, still 30 amp, but it's not going to be your twist lock. That's about all I can tell for you right now. But again, look at the angle you have now. You can just see how beautiful this paint is. It's awesome. Before we go inside, do want to touch, you have another heavy duty step on this side, and then this was the Lippert on the go ladder that I had mentioned before. So if you want a ladder, I believe we ordered this one with that Lippert ladder. But if you don't want one, then obviously order it without it. If you get one that doesn't have it, you can buy one after the fact. So it's fantastic to make it where you don't have a ladder unless you want it. Yeah, so we're gonna jump inside. I think this new interior is gonna blow you away. All right, folks, so the moment you've all been waiting for, let's check it out. Let's check it out. What do you guys think? This is awesome. These seats are the first thing that stand out to me. This is like King Ranch colored leather on the Ford trucks, man, or I guess all of the Fords. This is just beautiful. Light colored cabinetry as well, darker colored cabinet or countertop, still solid surface. Man, this is sick. This is sick. I'm gonna pan you guys around so you can see me a little bit better. Actually, I guess you probably got a pretty good view now. So this is the 59G floor plan. I'm just gonna spot you through a couple differences that I noticed right off the bat, and then we'll kind of just jump into what this thing has. First off, this sink is awesome. Is that so? Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so different sink, does not have the pullable faucet. I don't remember if the old one did. I feel like I would have remembered. I'm not sure if it did or not. Sink cover, this is solid. This matches with the rest of the countertops, and this is heavy too, man. 2-burner stovetop here. You still have the Eco Hot system where you can pump out the cold water, but actually they've added to the Eco Hot system where you have a switch for your water pump right there, which that's nice because you also, yeah, you still have it there. Oh, and I wonder if you have. So I guess that replaced the one that was in your bathroom. So you just reach out and hit this. Okay, not bad. But yeah, tons of cabinet space still in this 59G. One of the things that I love about it, so obviously you've got benefits of the K floor plan, benefits of the G floor plan. One of the things I love about the G is gonna be your full size fridge and freezer. That is a huge thing to me. Just because I like ice cream, so there's no way around it. It's hard to fit ice cream in that tiny little freezer in the other one. Now you could say the K has some things better, but we're not here to talk about the K today. We're here to talk about the G in this new color. So you got a TV here. Below this, you have your seat belts with your seats with the 3-point seat belts on either. Still storage underneath. So the layout itself has not changed any. Not really. It hadn't really changed at all. It's really just the colors, but I really like it. It seems very light, very open. So you've got added countertop space here, and that's solid. How do we release? Yep. So the added countertop space there. You still have your control station all here. Again, that part hasn't changed. It's just the curb appeal of it. But you have your power control system, which is great. So whenever you're hooked to lower level powers or even higher level powers, your power control system knows. Instead of having to worry about tripping breakers, it will shed certain items so you don't trip breakers. Let's say if you were hooked to 15 amp and you wanted to run the microwave and you run the air conditioning, you wouldn't turn on the microwave. Well, instead of tripping a breaker, what it would do is it would shed the AC, so the AC would cut off, and then let you run the microwave. So really smart feature, very safe too. It keeps appliances from getting damaged and keeps breakers from tripping. So right at that, you're gonna have your controls for your generator. Super easy to start it. Just hold our start here, and it'll fire right up. So now we're running. You've also got your tank level, your battery level, your water pumps, and wow, that's getting cranked. It's kind of hot already in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our AC, and that should kick on here soon. Going back to the right here, Truma control panel here. So this is the Truma Eco Combi. I'm sorry, Truma Combi. You do have propane and electric capabilities, so you can heat your water or the furnace off of electric or propane. To the right of that, you're gonna have your 1000 watt inverter, and then keep going on. We're gonna have an LP shutoff valve and then heated tanks as well. So the big difference with having, some people may ask, like with having that freshwater hookup on the outside, is it at more risk of freezing? There is a possibility of it, but I think the added risk is very, very little. And especially if you're using it, you turn your tank heaters on, and I mean, as long as that water's flowing that's coming through that city water, I don't think you're gonna have any problems. Now, if you're in if you're in Anchorage, Alaska or something like that, then I can't really speak for that. It's hot down here pretty much most of the year until it's cold when we get 8 inches of snow, but that's another story. So in the kitchen area, I mentioned you have good countertop space. I mentioned the burners. Underneath, you do have your water filter down here. So it's going to be filter water that comes out of this sink. A few different light controls here. Yep. And now I'm going to scoot you guys back so you can see the bedroom and check out the bathroom as well, because the 59G boasts one of the largest bathrooms that I've seen, if not the largest on any ProMaster Class B. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so scooted back into the bathroom area now. So like I mentioned, the G has such a huge bathroom. So you have the big fridge and the big bathroom, which I really like a lot. The bed, which I'll fold down for you in a little bit, is like a trapezoidal shape. So one thing to consider when you talk about the G compared to the K has twin beds, this has the corner bed. But with this, you get the bigger fridge and the bigger bathroom. So your bathroom is huge, and it is technically a wet bath, but since it's so big and you can actually button snap a curtain that covers up the toilet, you really don't have to get the toilet wet. Like the toilet doesn't have to get wet, the rest of the stuff will. But I actually like that a lot. So again, it's still a wet bath, but not everything is getting wet. And then your door that slides to privacy, I kind of just like the look of it. It's kind of like a mix between like retro and modern at the same time. I don't know if that's possible, but super cool. And we'll strap that back in. But in the bathroom itself, you have some storage back here to keep some items dry. Right now there's the shower curtain there. You can put, you know, towels there, and then you've got a little compartment here where you'll put your toilet paper. Shower head is detachable, of course, still a little water from when we ran through it. And then you do have a tiny little mirror as well that's not bad. So I'm going to flip down this bed for you and show you that, and then we'll touch on some of the storage that you have above the bed. Now, I mentioned that Lippert like collapsible ladder. We do have it, so it is pretty big if you do decide to get it. It could store in that pizza oven area, the pizza oven storage, just fine. Or you can maybe just lay it down flat here. I'm not sure, but it is worth noting. It is pretty solid. Weight wise, I don't know, it's probably 25, 35 pounds. So yeah, that is what that will look like. So when that's moved out of the way, you've got storage here. So pretty deep storage, about 8 inches of storage deep there, and it goes pretty far back also. Big pull-out drawer there. To the right, you're gonna have these little cubbies where it's perfect for a shoe rack. Where you can, you know, find other supplies that will go into there. And then we've got our storage up top. Didn't mean to smack the AC, but these are both great. So this is Techniform cabinets, so they are really lightweight cabinetry, so it saves you some weight for your cargo carrying space. I put the power cord in this one right now just to get it out of the way. But yeah, this new color cabinetry is really beautiful as well. It's almost like it's kind of like a distressed look a little bit. It's really sleek, man. I really like it. I'm gonna fold out this bed so you guys can see this. Yeah, and then we'll jump to the front area, show you the front seats and some of the cab convenience features. And if I forget to mention whenever we turn around, this does have the swiveling table. I don't know how I'm blanking on the name of it, but the swiveling table, you can put that in 2 different places and move it all around until your heart's content. So I'm gonna fold down this bed so you guys can check that out. We've got the bed folded down now. Along with all the other like cosmetic upgrades, this is a new bed cover, kind of woven, kind of sweet. I like it. Kind of earth colors. You do have a window there. This does have dual pane acrylic windows. I know that was an option in previous years. I didn't check the option sheet on this. I don't think that's standard. I think that's still an option. But these windows will open out, so you can get a nice cross breeze. And then on the bottom, you have your blackout curtains or your blackout shade, and the top will be your bug screen. So really 2 convenient features there. Up above, you're gonna have the area where you'll put your phones, or you know, if you want to put a flashlight or a knife or a gun or something like that, you can put that. And then, excuse me, around the back, you've got these little cubbies, if you will, where great for water bottles or just other devices and stuff like that. And then you've got your plugs. Actually, that's probably perfect for a CPAP. Excuse me, but yeah, you can put that in the back too, so whenever you're laying, you've got all your devices and your CPAP and all that jazz. So yeah, let's flip around, check out the cab area. I think you guys are gonna like it. This thing is sweet. All right, guys, so I'm in the front area now, and you can see these seats, they are cat skin material in the front seats. They match with the two seats back here, and they're just beautiful. I mean, this King Ranch style color, just the coloring at least, it's just, golly, man. It's like, I like this, brown interior has my heart. Like this is just has my heart completely. But also you've got some cool storage in the 59G. So down low, you're gonna have your safe area there that locks, and up top, you're gonna have your pizza storage, your pizza oven storage. If you guys hear me talk about pizza oven storage on any of these ProMaster vans, or actually really any of the adventure vans, that's what I'm talking about. So the pizza oven storage is some of the most valuable storage that you can get in a Travato. Really any van. Oops, I kicked that trim off. But it's some of the most valuable storage you can really get anywhere. So make the best use of that. Right now we have our window coverings and our rug in there. But I know you guys will get more creative whenever you use it. So I want to show you some of the features on the dash of this new Ram chassis. It's got a lot to offer, and boy, has it come a long way in the last 4 years. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so I'm gonna fire this thing up so you can check out some of the features on the dash. Oh, did I not start it? Oh, there we go. Gotta turn it on to see everything. All right, so we've got it fired up now. We'll start on the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is super comfortable. It is a telescoping steering wheel. It does not tilt, so it is fully telescoping. Push button start, of course. For your windshield wipers, you have, I believe these are automatic. Headlights are automatic. And then to my left, you're gonna have more settings here. So you're gonna have auxiliary settings, your fog light settings, dimmers. You'll have your battery boost control here. The battery boost is one of my favorite things on any RV. A lot of them don't have it. The ones that do, I salute you because it's awesome. So the battery boost is basically like, let's say that you leave this light on and your engine battery goes dead and you don't have some sort of tool to jump off the engine. As long as your house batteries are good, or if like you're plugged in, you can use that battery boost and it pulls juice from the house batteries to jump off the chassis battery. So it's like a built-in jump start. It's fantastic. So left of that, you're gonna have your parking brake. So instead of the manual parking brake that was to my left, now it's just an electric parking brake, which you pull to engage it, and then you hold your foot on the brake and push to disengage it. On the actual door here, you have the ability to fold your mirrors in with the push of a button like that. A great feature as well is all 4 mirrors, so your top and bottom on both sides are all electric. So that's super convenient. It just makes adjusting this all the more better. I know a lot of times on vans, the tops are electric, but the bottoms aren't, so you have to have someone adjust it, or you have to keep getting down and adjust it. So I like having all 4 electric. On the steering wheel itself, very comfortable. It's very automotive look, automotive feel. You do have the adaptive cruise feature. You have the button where you can talk to it here, hang up, answer a call, and you can select through your menu here. You can actually change a lot of things on this. So even like down to where it displays the time here, it displays miles, and even like shows kilometers per hour for some reason if you want that. Like you can change all that to display what you want to display, which is really great. So to the right, your gear shift here, if I have to explain that to you, you probably shouldn't be driving this, but I guess I will anyway. So you got reverse, neutral, and drive. If you want to slap it into manual mode like this, you sure can. And then you've got tow haul mode here. Moving further right, wireless phone charger here. You do have controls to lock the doors. This will help lane assist, so this will let you know if you are getting over on one lane. That if you turn that off, it won't ding at you. If you turn it on, like right now, it will ding at you. Off-road here, parking sensors here. This is a great feature. So you have your 150 watt inverter there. So that is perfect if you need to charge an iPad or something that takes more juice than what this little USB or USB-C can put out. So you can just hook that to it instead of coming back here and turning on the inverter or cranking the generator. You can just plug it in right here for your passenger and rock and roll. To the right of that, you do have like the cigarette lighter style 12-volt plug. This is all pretty self-explanatory. AC controls here. Now the dash on the Rams are fantastic. It's a big screen, and you can also just do a ton with it. So whenever you get on the road, I've talked about this on some of our videos before. Whenever you get on the road, you can actually see even like gas prices of different things whenever you're pulling. Like I don't know, oh that's U-Haul, that actually doesn't have gas. But oh, it has propane, that's why it's listed like that. But anyway, whenever you're driving, you can see gas prices, which is really convenient. And overall, it's just very simple. You do have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. You can also change a lot of the vehicle settings and stuff like that. So yeah, really intuitive, very, very simple, and very beautiful. You do have a digital rear view mirror as well. You can turn it to a manual rear view mirror by flipping that down. SOS, and I guess this is assist. I don't know what's the difference between those two things. But yeah, the dash area is great on this. It's very, very comfortable. Obviously, if you have a van, you're probably gonna spend a lot of time behind the wheel, so I think you guys will love it. Any questions about this thing, let me know. I want to jump outside real quick and just get one more look at the outside of this fan, because this thing is stunning. All right, guys, so I'm back where I started. Just want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't be one of the people who comes in the shop and says, oh, I loved your videos, but don't subscribe. So make sure to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, you can dislike it too, but I'm sure most of you, if you stayed this long, you probably enjoyed it. But this is the all-new Travato. From now on, you're gonna see different things from Winnebago. They have a new president of Winnebago Industries that came on board a few months ago. And I think we're gonna see a lot of really cool changes coming out soon. So definitely hit the notification bell as well, because we're gonna roll out the updates as soon as we get them. We appreciate you guys stopping by, and as always, enjoy the journey.